Hey y'all, this is a redo of my last video. The music messed up and it overtook my voice. Now what it was is I have a theory on Kingdom Hearts 3 and what should happen next after 3. Now mind you, these are just theories. Now, my theory is, and it may offend some of you, all I need you to do is drop your comments in the description below. And yo, my name is Vantis Lord of Bama. Alright, my theory is that we saw a little bit on, people talk about online the love interest between now and then, and Riku, Sora and Kairi, and we saw a little bit of it with Shion and, Roxas. Alright? So, she brings, Roxas back to Roxas, makes him a whole human, finds a way to make Kairi whole, and brings Shion back as a whole being. Alright. Somehow, some way, Xehanort and the real Organization 13 they find a way to kill Riku, kill Kairi, kill Shion, and kill Naminé, just to see what the reactions of the three would do. To see if it would incite rage or evil, because that's one of the things Xehanort probably wants their evil in their heart to come out. And I feel that, the girls die. Then it becomes this epic, now mind you, this is just theory, epic, badass battle in the Graveyard Keys. But the place where they kill Xehanort, they kill him, all three of them take shots at him, kill him beside a grave marker in the farthest space of the Graveyard Keys. And this space on this gravestone, it's just a memorial. It's not even a grave. There's nobody there. But on this stone, it talks about the foretellers. And if y'all don't know what the foretellers are, there's a Japanese exclusive browser game called Kingdom Hearts X. And what it is a super prequel. Like, the things that go on in that story happen a long time before the series. Okay? Now, back to a theory that I've heard people have on the net. It's going to tie to my theory for what's going on after 3. So, say the world becomes whole. It becomes one singular world, all the worlds together, and that incites all hell to break loose. And mind you, I hope that what I'm going to call the Foreteller Saga, because it goes along with my theory of the next 3 games, it's for a more mature audience. Like, it'll bring the more mature Disney movies, the more epic, violent Marvel movies, some of the more violent scenes from Lucasfilm movies. And I feel as one world, Sora, Riku, and Roxas are going to go out in search of the foretellers and find their crypts. If they find their crypts, they can maybe find a message, a clue to bringing people back to life and saving them. Because that's the one thing, even though they're human, the one thing that all three desire most is their soulmate, which I feel now that'll bring a more broader adult audience for the Kingdom Hearts series. Well, anyways, and there'll be a new enemy. The new enemy will be called the Fallen. And what they are is, at the Graveyard Keys, you saw those thousands upon thousands upon thousands of Keyblades. Well, what if, when those great Keyblade masters die, the worst part of their essence, like they become these ethereal, evil beings, because something in them wasn't strong, and whatever the weak part of them brought this ethereal being up, and these ethereal soul beings are called the Fallen. And what they are, they're the most horrible aspects of light and darkness. And I feel that, I'd like to see them with, Sephiroth style 5 wings, or the one wing of Cloud. That'd be kind of badass. But anyways, back to what I was saying. It have a little bit more story, long story. And I think there's stuff like it traveling the world. Like, honestly, in the Foretell saga, I think it'd be badass to see Roxas versus Count Dooku. Just think about that. And a move that Roxas could do that I think would be awesome. Like, I think that Riku, Sora, and Roxas should somehow get the ability of some of the enemies they defeated. Like, I'd like to see Roxas do Xemnas' in Japan they called it the Scatter of Fate, and what it was is where Xemnas could put up those holograms and then just knock through a wall. I think it'd be awesome to see, you know, see Roxas do it. And also, I have a theory for Riku. I think would be cool. What if Riku could have access to the key to people's hearts, along with this Way to the Dawn, and the Soul Eater comes back. It reappears as a Soul Eater. It just appears, and they can find it, because the first grave that they get to when they meet it. Well, I like to see them three separate during the first part of the each game. There should be parts where they separate. They go on and do certain things to them, and I think that'll add unique bosses for each of them. But I think when they get to the first foreteller's grave, I think the foreteller I'd like to see first. You know, because there's 6 of them. I'd like to see maybe the unicorn first or the wolf, because I think it'd be kind of cool. Because you think the unicorn is kind of, kind creature. I'd like on the one that was the unicorn, I'd like it to say, the only way to restore fate is to bring back one piece or one element of the lost part of your soul. Like, alluding to Riku with the key to people's hearts and the Soul Eater. But I think it would be really awesome. I mean, I'm fanboying a little bit. I think it would be really awesome. It would be him going off. Like, think about this. Just Riku, like, say they kill, some Star Wars villains off. Like, think about this. Think about Riku still having the ability of Dark Aurora. I mean, just think about Riku in that suit back. Like, but it's not evil though. It has a different. It don't have the symbol anymore. It's just got the suit on, and that could be his drive form. And like, but at any time Riku can do Dark Aurora or his special moves. Like, I think Sora could have different like abilities too. And there's 3 Keyblades that I saw on DeviantArt that people did together that I think each of them could. And I'm gonna after I tell you the names, you can go look them up, and I'll tell you who I think should get them. And there'll be some of the Master Keys, which I think is in this Foreteller saga. The Foretellers, they'll have to fight each of the Foretellers, but it's only their ethereal spirit. But they have to each find their 3 Master Keys. Each of them have, alluding to the ability of them carrying 3 weapons. Okay. On DeviantArt, I can't remember the user's name, but they drew 3 beautiful Keyblades. Their names are Ancient, Melody, and Revival. I think Ancient should go to Sora, Melody to Roxas, and Revival, because, the reason I'm saying Revival is because, Riku had to revive himself. And I think them finding their 3 will allow them to bring back, the ones they love. And I think that'd be, mushy, cliche, but I think really, like, if you think about it, over Foreteller, they grow up, but once they bring them back, they're at the age that they are at. Like, I can see, what I'm saying, like, I'd like to see some of the moves that some of the enemies, what I think would be kind of cool. So what if Marluxia, her name's Maro, Rulamil, what if Rulamil, I can't remember what the fan, what it was called, but think about what he was, the Sight of the Rose. Think about fighting an ethereal version of him and Zaldine, and I'm using the nobody, Zaldine, like that. Think about fighting one of those, but it'd be one of the fallen, and they'd have both. I'd like the combat to get more intense. Like I mean, like I really would like to see them fight. Get more aggressive. Start going crazy. I think I want to see in the Foreteller saga. I want to see how the journey has made an impact on those three. You know what I'm saying? Like how it's aged them and it's affected them and emotionally. Like there's one scene I think I would like to have. This is just a theory. It'd be kind of cool to see like them fighting. They might go out there fighting, beating the thing up, and they get so close, but they have to keep finding that one foreteller. Like it's the one. I think each one should be eluded, but like they try, elusive. Like they have to go to different crypts that they think are there, different temples, and can't find them. The crypt of them. Like is my thing. I can see like, just because Rico is one of my favorite characters. I can see Rico. I can see him, getting mad and just fire Dark Faraga out on the wall. But that's just me. Alright, guys, leave your comments below. I'm Vandus, Lord of Bama. Deuces.